vlog stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jump. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome.
What up, bitches? You already know what time it is. Yeah, we're trying to figure out some camera angle stitches. Welcome to CloNeX. Respect the end, niggas. After dark.
Heck yeah.
You already know. It ain't that kind of party. This is CloNeX Classic. We ain't your regular fucking clones. We like making money. We don't like fucking sitting there being bitches online. So, got some in-house crew with me here joining us. Oh, where did the whole stitch go? Let me not do that. My CloNeX face scan works. Excellent. Hold on. Can I make that darker?
That actually looks dope.
It looks like I face scanned it with the CloNeX, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dope.
Oh, whoops. I didn't. Vicky's like, don't show your passwords. That's that 15-second delay. So yeah, I just got to figure out which angle I can drink at and blaze at, and then we're money. I got to make a concerted effort to keep eye contact. I look like I'm on foot. I'm like hitting speed, bro.
Right? The way the eyes are just twitching.
I'm like, that's that manifest, baby. What y'all know. Oh, I got 45 of you tonight. That's pretty late. We're at 10:30 starts. So it's like the late show. Oh, Director Vale is in the building. How's that,
Yeah, I
bright?
just had to pop in, to figure out the delay stage.
Yeah, a little bit behind, but no, yeah, I saw that too, and it came. I was like, oh shit. So
I'm like, no.
I used my CloNeX facial recognition to enter.
I'm glad.
So, all in all, that whole community is pretty shitty to us. But at the end of the day, I still like the product, and that's what's about being objective, right? I don't really give a shit if they like me or not. I make money. Fuck them, and so do we, right?
Right.
So that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
I'm not really about being in any
Yep.
fucking cult or any of that shit. You know, they've developed a, what's probably necessary for the brand to work, right? That zealotry at a certain level makes brands work, but we're not bitches, so we don't really do the need to be part of your group thing. None of us are fucking 12.
True story.
True story, true story. You already know. So what do I have here? What's this weed? I got horchata. Horchata. Whoops. Just blocked the camera. Horchata. couple hiccups. Boy, the angle of this thing is tough. Oh, wait. It's all good. I don't give a fuck. There we go. All right, I got my little infrared thing so as to help this thing track me better. Definitely with the props, it's definitely more difficult, right? You can't get line of sight interference, so have to work this out. It's all good. There's a 15-second delay over there. It's whatever. But yes, horchata.
That's so crazy how the delay is different for everybody.
Wait, her delay is like 15. Yours is like 5, right?
Yeah.
Dude, my delay's a lot.
Yeah, you're like watching this shit from Zimbabwe, girl. What's going on over there?
I can't really tell what the delay is, really.
Huh?
I can't really tell the delay. As in, without voice, it's weird. Or like without sound on the stream, I can't really tell.
Yep, same here.
You see that one? Wait for it.
I can see it.
You'll see.
The eye twitch.
The other eyes when you blew it out.
All right, just for the sake of seeing that I can't keep doing that, I'm gonna pass out. That's pretty funny. Gotta love AR. AR is definitely fun. So, what's the 48 of you that have mustered the strength to show up this late? How you guys fucking doing? You guys making some money?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Sure. Actually
Yep.
having my best week in traditional markets ever.
Awesome. I've heard a lot of best weeks ever so
Nice.
far. Jans, you had your
Yeah,
best
man. Had my best week too.
Wow. Coming out of a bear market, that's not too shabby. I gotta say, that sounds pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Man, I have to seriously work on like angle management to like have my drink and shit. It's like really crazy. Supreme Crypt really having a really good week. Love it, man. So we talk about zero-sum game all the time on the show, but never have we had such a perfect representation of all sides of the equation as we have in this image. Check this out. So what builds the bottom formation? Oh, okay, there it goes. What builds the bottom formation? You know, in Bored Ape. I'm already drunk. In the bottoming formation here in BTC, right? What is the liquidity that's in this for us to make a profit coming back out? And it is the mainstream media, people who are unqualified, feeding millions of people into that shockwave in the wrong direction, right? This piece of shit doesn't know what he's doing. And then this is just one of many OGs. I don't know this guy in particular. He just, Crypto Man Ran posted this trying to troll this guy. And I guess this guy had a decent short call and he was still a little bearish in the lows of it. But like he has a massive following. This guy's like 500,000 people that are like hitting like 3,000 likes per post, right? That's the liquidity. That's what we've got. That's how you have enough coverage for us to make a profit, all of us. You have to have the whole planet on the wrong end of this shit for a group our size to actually fucking find a winner. And the whole of CT was like, uber bear at the bottom. And so was fucking Crypto Man Ran. So they funneled every available viewer in every platform into this, and you have a corner trade. We are the only person that thought it was a good idea to buy the troll fucking energy in troll party.
Right.
And that's
crazy.
And there's no more debate, right? You're on the wrong side of us. Sit down and shut the fuck up, because you're always on the wrong side of us. right? Those are fucking facts. We actually understand markets, which means if you solve the equation, markets are math, right? It's human behavior, but human behavior is quantifiable in math. The universe is mathematic. There is a right answer, and then there's everybody who doesn't know how to find it. These are those moments you realize after the entire year, we're not actually asking if you're all lying fucking pieces of shit that are just fucking charlatans shilling to the next guy who knows less than you. We have the definitive answer by being on the other side of you constantly. That's that like cricket
It's not just once.
Yeah.
It's multiple fucking times in every fucking asset class.
For fucking over half a decade, you were on the wrong side of us. You were perpetually on the wrong side of us, right?
Every single cycle, up and down.
Right here in 2015, when we were pumping Bitcoin and the whole of crypto is a bear, just like today. This is the first version of it, right? Whole of crypto knocked out, Kobe, everyone fucking wrecked. Nobody likes it. We create a show with fucking hedge funds. There is nobody thinking this in November 2015. And the whole planet's on the wrong side of us there. Litecoin winter, we were being attacked out of the world. As we told you at that moment, while the whole world's looking for Bitcoin 50,000, wrong side of us. Lows of fucking 2018 that we forecasted from 2017, you were on the wrong side of us here too. Do you know how many cycles that is to be on the wrong side of us fucking constantly?
A crazy amount.
Right? So this is 2018. Let's make this really clear. This is 2018. After the fucking Litecoin warning, I spent the entire year before they deleted my account literally trying to get you out of the way of this freight train. I didn't say it once. I told you everywhere. Value is a function of perception. So we're not comparing two different asset classes. We're comparing two different groups of similar humans. In this sense, it's very comparable, which is what we did this year too. Right? Okay to believe in a project, but doesn't mean hold it without fucking regard for your own safety. You could not tell people because crypto is literally funneling people into this fucking crash. I literally tell you for the entire year what the fuck is going on. Let's learn to use a stopper, don't trade. And then when it comes time, I put out this, they knocked my account off. Winternomics is my next account, and I forecasted the bottom for you. After they deleted everything that I'm warning you to out of the way, they're literally trying to make sure no one has a differential so you don't know they're fucking criminals.
Right.
If there's no one else, you just have to take their word for it. I'm literally the one voice against them, so they went after my accounts to delete it. And I came back, and I still fucking told you where the bottom was any fucking way. 2015, 20 fucking, what's this, 19, 18, 2022, you bitches have been on the wrong side at the top and the bottom at the top and the bottom at the top and the bottom fucking all of it. Documented through history. I don't give a fuck what you try to delete, you pussies. This is what happened there. See that guy I just showed you, Crypto Man Ran? This is 2017. These are the giant accounts of those days doing exactly this. Luke, this guy's been on CNBC. He's he's a butt kisser for Man Ran, and he's a shiller. He just robs people. This guy's just an idiot. I don't know how he ever gets so popular. He was just a known sentiment moron of that era. And this is the thing. All of his likes are other influencers. All of his likes, other influencers. It was the most crowded trade in fucking history at the top of this thing. And here I am, like, I've seen this before. And then I got attacked all year till they took my account out. In the crash, as I'm warning you, they then go after and take out my whole account after they're fucking wrong on the other end of this. You think these people are trying to fucking help you? They're trying to cover up anybody that fucking can prove they're full of shit. So I'm going to show you guys something I fucking debated putting on fucking a show for a while. Whoops, hey. Screen share. 1 sec. I'm going to show you guys something on this show that this is worth like fucking like shutting down some of these stations. So I screen grabbed it all in case he tries to delete it, so it's whatever. But let's just put it out there. So you guys know that I was on fucking CNBC years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
All right, so Crypto Man knows me personally from that show. We were talking before it, during it, after it, right? We were on this show, Crypto Trader in 2017.
So I asked Twitter,
where we gave you guys this. We'll play it for you.
Where I could get the best information about charts and how to trade with charts. And the answer was absolutely unanimous. Everybody said, get CloNeX on the show. So I get CloNeX on the show. This guy is not your normal chartist as you...
So this dude knows me, like, directly. We did the whole human behavior spiel, all of that. And for all you fucking newbies, that's right, bitches. There is one #1 chartist in the whole fucking game, and it's fucking known globally. Even if they deleted my accounts, motherfuckers know. So if you TrollX fuckers don't realize why I can fucking steamroll your whole fucking brand, that's why, bitch. Anyways. At the end of the day, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to, motherfucker. So this motherfucker in the show is like literally before the show, he's telling me, he's like, hey, when we get to the end, I'm going to try to get you to, if you can squeeze it in for me, squeeze in a play for everybody. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, your general audience is going to be all different people. I'm like, that's a really dangerous thing to do. I'm like, I'll give you the logic of everything you need to know about fucking BTC, what it can do, and they can make a decision. It's like, but there's no way I'm going to be able to package up fucking risk management and like, you know, time horizons for all the difference of people. So I told him right in front, I was like, don't do that. At the end of that show, he tried to put me in a position to do it anyway. And I refused to give, like, you just buy BTC. That's what you want. Just buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin. Like, you know, just FOMO people into something. And I'm like, he has no real concern for the viewer. He just wants the hype. And I've got a guy who Twitter really likes and just say anything. And if it works, fucking whoever wins, whoever doesn't, fuck them. You know, that's really how they operate. They couldn't give a shit if they're right. When they're right once in a blue moon, they market the shit out of it. Like Jim Cramer today, right? He's talking about, he said something in February that the bottom might be July 13th. He's also said the bottom might be all over the fucking year, but that one call, he's going to market it because he might be right. So they don't give a shit what they do to you. So this is in the post I just showed you on Twitter, right? Look at this. Look again real close at this. So let's look at the side-by-sides of this. So it's not that you guys are here to see this, right? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's the same thing, Kaz. He's saying the same thing in 2018 as he's saying in 2022 after he runs everybody into the wrong place, right? And see what he does here in this graph? In this graph, you can see all the big people that were saying that, like, you know, crypto is going to bounce. Novogratz, the bottom is in. Tom Lee, 25K by year's end. Tim Draper, 250 by 2020, right? These are all the people coming down. So again, keep context with that, because that entire wave is us on the other side of that. Tim Draper, fucking Novogratz, the entire crypto complex is on the wrong side of us on this decline. Do you guys see that? Really fucking look at this. Everyone in the 2018 decline, and they knock our account out in summer, right? Because literally the whole planet is on the wrong side. Ari Paul is in our DMs begging us to help him. Block Tower, everyone. So they go after my accounts, right? And basically, they'll tell you one thing. You think these people are trying to help you, right? This doesn't even give you the context I'm trying to give you yet. I just want you to think about this real quick, right? They know me from globally. All these motherfuckers know of me. All the biggest hedge funds know of me. When they went after my accounts publicly and my family, nobody said a word, because it was to their benefit to make sure you don't have a fucking exit. This is more nefarious than you really realize. He knows me personally. CBC knows me personally. Some of these big players out here know who I am. Block Tower knows who I am. Novogratz knows who I am. And no one said shit because they're all doing this to you. They're literally, you know how people fucking committed suicide in the collapse of this market? It's not different than Terra Luna. Bear markets, when I say, like, you know, end in dead bodies, it's in mass graves is actually the term, which is why I have the show Graveyard. People commit suicide. People without financial wherewithal get sicknesses and die. Family members die that could have been taken care of. People's, like, material health changes in bear markets. And these guys are 100% profiting off of fucking killing people, marketing shit to people. So go ahead. What are you going to say?
They're profiting off of doing that, and they know that they're doing that, and they know that you're the answer to, actually make people profitable.
I'm going to get there. I haven't shown him yet. I'm going to show him that. So, like, knowing that, right? He knows me personally, and what she's saying, right? Doesn't he only know me personally? He knows a lot more than that. So let's minimize that. Minimize that. So you see, Rand knows me so well. We talk a bit. And this motherfucker snuck his VC partner into my fucking Nebula class to train him. And we didn't catch him because he came in with a different name and he fucked up. So Rand actually sent a guy, this guy and him somehow were able to corral about $50 million into their VC in South Africa and have no fucking idea how to trade it. So he has to slip this guy into a room, go learn from Kaz to help figure out what the fuck to do with all this money we have tricked a bunch of people out of, because we have no fucking idea how to manage this money. So what the fuck did you say to get $50 million before you know what to do with it? See, there's a dark backstory to this fucking cocksucker. Said, remember you sent your VC to me? You screwed me on top of the market, right? So he has, remember he says that no one can call the top of the market? Well, we've already done a show together. He has Litecoin Winter. He has it all. A month before he tells you that no one can call that top, he has it in his DMs. And his fucking little VC partner, I threw this fucker out because I don't train fund managers, especially lying fuckers who's taken money from people and need me to save you like Ari to make sure you look like you know what you're fucking doing. Fuck you. Threw that guy out, so he fucks me. And that's where this comes from. Now that's context. He doesn't sort of know that there's someone that could have called the top and helped you. He's 100% hiding the information from you for a personal vendetta for his VC. And he's sitting on CBC, basically making sure you're all exposed to just this, which kills people. That's a whole new fucking level of context, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's your bombshell. He's sitting on CNBC. He fucking absolutely has information on the other side of it. I know for fucking sure that man's lying to you. And he's killing people in Terra Luna. Somebody who's a journalist out there probably should fucking get him off the TV. Now it's a lot worse than it looks, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
it is. It's deliberate as fuck. He is actually killing people through NBC. I am the one person that knows for fucking sure. You like that? Everybody's in my DMs. It's a thing in crypto. Block Tower,
Right.
CNBC, Zero Hedge. Every motherfucker that you think runs the markets is in my DMs. Save me, Kaz. Save me, Kaz. Save me, Kaz. Isn't that some shit? What are the chances he's in my DM too, motherfucker? Whoops. Bitch. They're all in my DMs. Every OG, every person in crypto you know, everyone you think is a market, I got them. I keep receipts because these white bitches lie. You see the date, right? You see the date, right? After he posted that shit on fucking Twitter, so I went at him for it, right? He posted this shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You piece of shit. And it was because of this motherfucker right here. So yeah, he didn't sort of fuck me. Then he's like, here, get your predictions ready. Come back on the show. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Honestly, fuck you. Fuck him. So that is context, my friends. If you think anyone in the media is trying to fucking help you, that's your giant smoking gun. That's my fucking DMs. I can fucking call you on it. You're a piece of shit, Ran. Everybody knows now. Clip that shit. You just got called up by a fucking CloNeX, nigga. What's up?
That's what's up.
Now that's journalism, isn't it? That's a gotcha story if I ever seen one. Nobody can call the market? Nobody? Motherfucker, what? What'd you say in 2017? It was absolutely unanimous? Oh, you also promised me a fucking show on there. On the show. So, fuck you. Fuck all of CT.
Yep.
There's only one motherfucker. Now you know. I thought that was pretty good. Nobody saw that coming today.
No, definitely did not.
Definitely not.
It's not the chill vibes I'd wanted for CloNeX After Dark, to be honest. I'm usually much more fucked up by now. It's 11 o'clock and I'm rather sober, but, you know, fuck them. So, probably some stock chart things should happen in here, right, as we correct. Stuff, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So, oh yeah. CloNeX After Dark. So, give you guys warnings. Hey, let's see how good this wave projection was. To get to the tip of it, project out to 17. Did make it. Wasn't the intent of it, just a trajectory. There's your boats and coat correction. So, good arc. Good plays for everybody who fucking made some fucking bankroll on this stuff. Pretty good community play. And now you understand how this can happen. Literally everybody and their mom's got to be wrong for a TV station to take it up. And now you know the mechanics of how they're wrong. and you know the motives of the people who are making sure everybody is wrong, and it is not to help you. It is not about, we're analysts. We actually like solving the puzzle. We don't have some coins to shill you. We can't fucking move BTC up here. We're not moving the S&P 500. I actually like solving the puzzle of markets. And these people have other motives, you know. And the reality is they have some people around them because other people want to be them. They don't really want to do anything good for anybody else either. They just want to fucking be in a position to dump on their followers. And that's what you get, you know, this shit like this. So that's the correction we told you right here. We need to see what he does. If he gives a corrective structure that holds inside this range. Oh yeah, it's nighttime, so we have to have mooncat colors. So mooncat colors it is. All right, these are nighttime show colors. So now we're waiting to see. Whoops, what the fuck was that? We need to see right. Stop being crazy. What trajectory we get for this? Probably something like that. We're watching to see if he could, you know, stay above. This is a crazy key trigger that he stays above now. So if he stays above, like, you broke out of 20,326, then up here, the top of this guy. Let me make sure I mark this guy exactly where he should be. All right, I think that guy, good little high level for him to sustain this little breakout level right here. I want to say it's, you know, about 21,447. So possible flag territory. It could be deep, you know, it could be 3K. It's a big flag if he does that. And then you got to make sure, right, this doesn't become a bear flag. So CBC went bullish. They start talking about 40K BTC. Rand calls a bottom today, and Jim Cramer calls a bottom today. Like probably the most dangerous sentiment indicators in the entire fucking market all said the same thing. And we're now correct from boats and coke. So after falling everyone's the wrong direction here, they're bullish here. Now we have to wait, right? If they've got enough people with hope in their fucking hearts again, this can absolutely come down deeper again. So, you know, the possibility to throw back all the way back into the fucking troll box and come out again is still there. I like to think there's enough people on the wrong side of this, and really the sentiments from the ETH crowd, the people who missed triple digit ETH, I think it would be hard to go back into triple digit ETH now and have some of them not take a shot. So if you got there, you're likely going much deeper. And I don't really think ETH needs to see 500, you know, to be honest with you. Right now, I think the forward utility of what we can see from the builders in the NFT space means that, you know, there is a lot of forward value to come out in the next 24 months. And if ETH does get, like, you know, a gas reduction and goes POS, and, you know, it'll be the death of Solana and anybody else trying to compete with them. They'll be the only NFT marketplace. Forward value on that chain seems, you know, significantly higher 1 to 3 years out. Do you get a deal past 800 for 500? I think it's indifferent, you know, 3 years out where you should be, if the NFT space grows on top of this platform at, you know, the growth rate it's doing now or greater, which is likely possible going into, you know, 2024 and 25. So, you know, my thoughts is this guy, he's done that right now. He's come up right underneath this. I gave him some projection to get here. He didn't get there. He's just up above this. So I want to say he's doing a flag now on top of this system. And then you kind of have to gauge how far this flag is going to go in the pullback structure right here to allow for this is the first major bull flag. If there's enough people down here that really miss it on the wrong side, this guy shouldn't get too close. That's one of the things about breakout flag structures that sit above a system. They basically don't give the guy on the wrong side of the line a chance to breathe or see break even, and just crush him some more until he finally panics out and says, I gotta have it, which we usually see in some climactic volume. So don't see any really climactic volume here on this, a little bit like that. Let me check another exchange real quick. Oh wait, I gotta do, my bad, Mooncat colors, sorry. That's the thing, the nighttime show, so you know that the prediction was in the nighttime shows. You know, that's how we kind of know. Not that you don't know the fucking name of the show, but you know what I mean. So that's ETH, ETH, USD, Binance's falling structure. So I wouldn't say that looks like enough to be the end of it coming out of the trench with what's under there. And we draw this on Binance too. You look at it, so like you're up above this. This is a nice clean chart. We can just kind of look at it. You know, I don't think it's unreasonable to see a flag happen here and have a chance of him to do like that again, right? And squeeze a little higher and get to like this situation up here. And at least like, you know, do something. Like this interaction rate seems more like 800 seems like a more viable target than just a top out at 16 to me. But with always be cautious. You guys have played really great waves. Watching you guys, be really solid risk managers in your wave structures and stuff like that. He structures that again. You guys know how to participate, so I'm not worried about you. So yeah, he needed a breather. It's pretty much a stick. There's probably some idiots that ran into this and said they gotta have it. There was lots of bull commentary today, so somebody needs to get kicked the fuck out. How fast to get kicked the fuck out determines whether or not we can go again pretty quickly. I'm speaking too fluent, right? For I haven't got enough drink in me. So, crazy shit. 60 viewers at fucking 11 o'clock at night. I'm actually stunned by that. Who the fuck is this? Must be those fucking pesky Aussies. They must have woke up.
Pesky Aussies.
Pesky Aussies. I don't have a better name for you, kangaroo country motherfuckers. Don't hate. Bunch of fucking wallaby raping fucking weirdos. Is that a term down there?
It is now.
It is now. You're welcome for that. All right. Some fucking more greenery for the scenery. What up, motherfucker? Y'all ain't talking shit in the chat. You guys alive in there? You guys don't got something to say about that crazy shit I just fucking showed you for fucking CNBC? That should be a fucking serious smoking gun, shouldn't it?
Yeah. It's insanely crazy. Yep.
It's not a rumor about him having the intel. It's the guy who gave him the intel that he already knows, and he knows intimately enough to send his fucking partner into his fucking ecosystem. He doesn't sort of know. He 1000% knows.
Did you see Parzival's comment?
Parzival, bro, I appreciate you 1000x. I've never seen anybody do that for the show ever. So you do not owe us a dime more, man. Holy cow. I really appreciate you, but please make sure. I don't want you to tell me what you made, but I hope you're fucking destroying shit to do that. So, don't put yourself out to do it though if you're not. I ask people if you make a car or something, a house, all day. Hopefully you've made a couple of those, but yeah, I appreciate you, man. 1000x. It's been amazing to see what you've done, and you're the single biggest contributor to the whole show. So we really appreciate you, man. I gotta go.
Yeah, man, that's dope.
I'm gonna have to go watch fucking Ready Player One again just to see that character again exactly. I wonder who that is, but yeah, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, we are the counterparty of literally the world when you look at it like that. I'll show you guys another crazy chart. So okay, that's that projection. All right. So you want to see a crazy chart? This is probably my craziest chart of all charts I have, but it's the hardest one to understand of all charts I have. Which is why I don't really post it a lot, because it's annoying. I have to explain every part of it to make it make sense first. So, but this is probably outside of the show, this is probably the greatest series of predictive lows and highs ever, statistically, for one person to achieve. So this chart, this is probably the chart that got Ari Paul to come hunt me down. I got a DM from him about a week after posting this thing publicly. And institutional motherfuckers know what's on this chart, but retail people don't really get it. It looks kind of cool. Oh, you tweeted some highs and lows. Not exactly. So I put this thing public, and Gerber and his team were like, wow. He's like, this is pretty much the chances of the same person having these specific calls all belonging to one guy is in the millions of % chance that there's a person that would have them all. I'll show you why. So this is actually crazier than anything else you guys have seen in Art of Markets or anything like that. So in this particular year, in 2018, this is the crash of crypto, right? So not only warning people in crypto and the stock side of things, this happens, right? So you come down in the first major crash in February, and this was a sentiment read from CNBC. You guys probably know this one now. It's been years. I don't know if it's as good as it used to be, but when they put a blood red chart up, that mind fucks the crowd. And the only time they put this is when the people inside the studio are mind fucked. So I was like, oh, that's a major sentiment read, right? We knife caught it as a whole crew, our whole ecosystem, stood in front of this thing, caught this shit, it went up, and then you saw this. Volatility awakens, spurs record long position in the VIX. So now you guys have watched the shows enough to fucking see us talk about the VIX a whole fucking lot. What does that really exactly fucking mean? So remember I told you that major institutions cannot fucking exit the S&P 500 in mass, right? There was not enough liquidity to get out.
Yeah.
So all you really have is to hedge the S&P in the VIX with its inverse relationship. And if the market crashes, the VIX fucking can delta neutralize your portfolio. And delta neutralize just means you don't gain or make. If you hedge it exactly right, you will fucking just sit still as the market collapses into the ground. And so that's what you see. A lot of the VIX is basically picking up on institutions. We don't move the VIX. It's institutions that have enough money to create what we see in there, and their hedging is what we interpret through reading the VIX. So the VIX then picks up the actual short of the S&P. There isn't a net short from the major funds, right? There are long only funds out there, especially all the 401ks and stuff like that. There's long only money in there. And for any of them that are more actively managed that have any hedging on their long only, they don't have the capability to go short. They have to hedge it in another instrument. So the VIX is the actual institutional long or short. So that being said, when you see this, for there to be a record long, it is the highest recorded long position in the VIX in its history. It means that we're on the tip of the most cornered fucking institutional level fucking short in the market in history, as we have the opposite side of a record VIX long position. That's what this means. That's a lot bigger. This is the 0.01 percentile, because on the back of us are fucking all the big hedge funds, not just retail, everybody. So that's crazy. Wow, what a great catch. Trump does some bullshit, blah, 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 blah. This happens and the market goes down into that same level and actually, goes down pretty fucking hard. Trump feels a sell-off, Amazon, blah, blah, blah. This actually turns into the second record long, breaking the first. So this is an actually more cornered short than the institutional short we're on the other end of here, and I get them both in the same year. So the record breaks twice. I have the two top number one short positions ever recorded. At this point in time, the highest ever cornered short, both of them, we have. The chances of the same crazy motherfucker having two consecutive VIX record longs is statistically beyond fucking belief. Not just the other highs and lows you've seen us do now. That one is statistically anomalous because you have the data for the VIX. We are literally the pinnacle fucking trade here in the world. That's crazy. It's much more crazy than you realize. And we have a couple other catches. But these two together, when Gerber and the team saw, he's like, holy fucking shit. So this is why we tried to go to the Forbes writer to get an article in Forbes, because if you could look at this data and have somebody really simplify it to the population, there's nobody else on the planet that can have this, plus everything else on my site or shows. So it is like the smoking gun that I'm the best predictive analyst in the entire world, and hard data. And of course, the Forbes writer fucked me when he realized what this was and says, well, make me some money and then I'll get your article published. And he held my article hostage here in 2018 until they were able to take my accounts out in July. So that's why I never made it. But that's actually where the blog post message came from. That was a post for the Forbes article. And, Rand screwed me in that year. And then these motherfuckers over there at this writer that was supposed to post it for us and use message over the message. That's why it's called the resume. Like if you guys actually see the blog post, that's the entire reason. It's like, so if you notice, these are all pretty goddamn crude. Like I don't have very good looking blog posts. They look terrible. I have this chart with writing on it. This one particular one is laid out like a fucking presentation for a school project. So it was meant to be super simple for an idiot to figure out what was in the purple box, what was in the cyan box. So this was laid out for the Forbes guy. So once I wrote it all out and I sent it to him with everything that he had, he fucked me in the ass. So, yeah. That's why it's laid out this bullet style, though. So an idiot could figure out what I'd put. So that year, 2018, was a hell of a year. The whole of crypto trying to fuck me, fucking all of you. Crypto Man ran and CBC pigeonholing my fucking story and pigeonholing the fucking shit that would have helped you. And then Forbes fucking me in the ass because every greedy asshole who comes near me keeps trying to fucking rob me instead of work with me. So it's been a thing. But yeah, context matters. All that jazz. Crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not the nicest guy you're gonna meet, but my only goal is to solve the puzzle. Those people have all kinds of other motives. So, you know, pick your poison. Hanging out with me equals a kick in the dick, but I don't dump on my followers. I always tell you, if you're a fucking piece of shit, you're gonna learn to appreciate that. You don't want a motherfucker hanging out with you that hates you. If you're a piece of shit, I'm gonna tell you like in 5 seconds flat. And to me, that's worth something, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
That is. And if you cool, you cool.
If you cool, you cool, right? We smoke all day. But if you ain't, you a bitch. So it is what it is. So let's take a look at a couple other things. So we have our, let's see, where's my major chart?
Fuck when you do that.
Huh?
The eye.
What?
Your clone looks super faded when you do that. Like the eyes get super
Oh,
red.
yeah, because I am super faded.
It really replicated your emotions well then.
It conveys my
Expressions.
emotions. Yeah, it's definitely a very expressive clone. I definitely love it. So this was our projection this morning show. Stop here, flag. Scale of flag could be about this big. Could go through faster. Like I said, the market looks like it's really fucking missed out on this thing. So we look for a flag at this level. Like it, we even projected going a little bit through too. Went through just about as high as we said. And then it begins its counter structures. You have to see tomorrow, like we're looking at futures are down overnight. So we begin our counter structure here. He matches Bitcoins. All right, and this is what you're keeping eyes on, right? This is the overnight structure. Let's look at futures. Futures should look like this right now, probably. No, futures haven't come in yet. So right now, stock futures look a little bit better than fucking BTC overnight. But this is what you're watching, right? So we talked about this, that like we hadn't come out of this setup yet for the SPY, and that's what we're waiting for him to catch up with, like the move that was going on with, I know we put on one of these charts, sorry I'm changing the chart so fast, 1 sec. I have drawn on one of these guys. SPX 500, probably not this guy, nah. Oh yeah, whenever I did all that, this is SPX 500. Yeah, this is we just never came back to this guy, but yeah, we're starting to your bear flag, your counter structure, your rotation, and then one more rotation, he's out. So yeah, I mean he's really just catching up on what ETH has done, right, on this setup. So the S&P is just trailing that. So if this is going to punch out, you know, and for this guy, the target, a good target for this guy if he punches out would be this huge load of shit we dumped down to. Right, this shockwave is pretty decent, so this would likely be a good target area for it. And if that area is where we could see S&P go up to, these guys would probably bounce a little bit higher. It'd be hard to say, you know, if BTC goes through boats and coke, then your next target area is obviously going to be underneath the flag that broke down under the grandma shockwave. ETH, 1800 would be his major target right now, 1800 1900. I do feel like ETH is within earshot of that, while BTC is a mile away. So that would be kind of interesting. You know, we're watching this. This was another projection we gave you guys to pay attention to. This was ETH BTC. Okay, I'm retarded. Other way. Jesus Christ. Right. And I told you, like, this is the more messy chart, but we said you could flag like this and totally fucking do that. This yellow path is awesome. So he's back up to our box range for trigger, and I think I have a cleaner chart. Not this one. Man, killing me, Smalls. Where is it? There it is. Jesus Christ. That's the one for the cheat sheet. So yeah, so like we talked about in the show, we thought this low formation here in ETH BTC was worth watching because we think this is the real bull flag of crypto, that most people aren't really paying attention for what it is. There's no real utility case now for BTC that goes anywhere near this. And when you look at ETH on BTC, he's trading at 10%, you know, with BTC up to like the highs of this. And there's a chance he changed it 25% of BTC. This guy has a forward use case that everyone cares about in the world. That's where Nike is. That's where everybody is. You know, the metaverse is on top of fucking Ethereum's fucking ecosystem. All BTC is a waypoint for this. So we thought this is more likely a bull flag, you know, in the intra market that's really, really notable and worth paying attention to, is that ETH BTC, if he continues to outperform, will, you know, fucking be the correct place to be will be ETH. But if he counter structures in this right now, while we push, he would allow BTC to fucking outperform ETH and make the ETH move rather muted. If that happened and a counter-structure in ETH happened while we went higher in risk assets, then BTC would be the outside outperformer, and ETH would probably barely make it to 1800. So that's like a very, very complicated scenario. At the end of the day, we're really just watching this bull flag take shape, and I think this guy, you pay attention to big reses, he's worth keeping on your radar for sure, for sure. I think this is the bull market of crypto, the real one, not in the dollar-based market, in the ETH BTC intra-market. That being said, you know, the dollar market is the place that you have lingering concerns. We want to become so high conviction that everybody missed the bottom, that we sit there and turn to the idiots and the market comes for us. But the reality is that like there's a lot of people who missed out on the bottom, but every single one of these people who missed out on the bottom has a PFP that's worth like fucking $5,000 to fucking $15,000 on them. So they're still in. They just didn't get a discount, right? So there's some people that just need to be gone for cycles to end, and that's your big risk. Is like, you know, in the dollar pricing world, you can get to a place that those people are economically unviable to remain, and they have to get out. And that's something that we don't see right now, you know. And where that has to happen is, you know, that is the true bottoms of markets, is when they're graveyards. There are definitely some graveyards in the bottom of what we just saw, because we know for sure Luna Terra fucking killed people in the bottom of the crash of June. So we know for sure we have dead bodies there. So this bounce has, you know, a foundation to it that lends to this fucking pump we see. A corrector structure in dollars that even takes us back towards lows and fucking throws a few more people out. It's not out of the question. But keep caution, you know, that the Fed is still doing things in the marketplace that are not conducive for risk assets. So if you take your eyes off them, you know, it's always a bad idea. Their main goal is to crush bad actors and, you know, risky capital out of the marketplace, and there's tons of that still around crypto, for sure, for sure. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely still a lot of people out there with no risk management, still in the market, that just held their fucking NFTs all the way down. No foresight or no planning whatsoever to manage their risk.
They're just in a very liquid asset. It's not like fucking 2014, 2015, you know, it's not like shitcoins. You have some assets that trade 20 fucking units a day. It's like very, very, very hard to mentally figure out your way out of some of these things. And so they just sitting there with these things around their necks, and if you were to have like a flood of risk capital come back into the marketplace, it would save them from their own stupidity, and that's not really how markets work, right? You know, who is going to buy the perception off of an idiot with, you know, smarter money? That's just not the way capital flows. If I remember correctly, long ETH USD, short BTC USD to take ETH BTC long if actual ETH BTC not available. What the fuck is the point of that? ETH BTC is available. What the fuck exchange are you on in 2022 doesn't have ETH BTC?
Yeah, that's everywhere.
That's like the one ratio that you'd never have to say that about. But yeah, fundamentally, yeah, but that's like totally pointless.
Ralph asked you about the hoodie. Any thoughts on the Artifact Nike AR hoodie coming out?
You want it. That's it. You fucking want it. End of story. Is that clear?
Yeah. It's definitely clear.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking feeding frenzy for that thing. It's the first of its kind. You can see the wings on the person wearing it in the street through an AR lens. It works in the metaverse and in real life. Like, you want it. That's the baddest ass shit out there, bro. That's the first of its kind. At the end of the day, the founders might have like really created a really tribalistic, shitty kind of vibe within their population. Their products are fucking second to none. You can't shit on that stuff, bro. They're innovative as fuck. They have the right zealot base to actually have the liquidity. Their market making is genius, right? These people are foaming at the mouth for their stuff, and it's in short supply. So they know what they're doing as far as launching a product goes, right? And they don't really give a shit about the outlier guys like us who they fucking step on. At the end of the day, they have a core fucking population they're trying to hit, and they're gonna hit it. So that thing is oversubscribed. It's in Hypebeast. They've got good publications in the background. You know how they talk like, you know, oh wow, we appeared in Hypebeast. Trust me, they know they're gonna appear in Hypebeast. They just have to play that role. So their marketing is good, and with Nike in the background, they'll appear in every publication they need to now. so they don't accidentally appear in Hypebeast. It's fucking Nike. Nike can make anything appear in Hypebeast.
Right.
So now they have product placement on levels that you've never seen before. You have Nike helping you having global product placement, and the pool of fucking product you're gonna sell is like 10,000 units globally. You want to talk about fucking oversubscribed? That's how you get a PlayStation that's supposed to retail for 300, selling on eBay for like 5,000. They know what they're doing. So yeah, that make it more clear? You want it? It's a fucking funnel. It's like fucking like insanely good fucking business. And it's a good product. The fucking thing's dope. I want it. I want yours. You guys enjoy CloNeX After Dark, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
So appreciate y'all coming out. It's been an hour 6. I'm just gonna smoke a couple more bowls. Took a good look at a few things that we just built on from this morning show. Corrective structures from Boats and Coke, the corresponding level from the S&P 500, and obviously those things, while we're in a VIX environment like we are, equals broad-based correlation to all risk assets. So we now allow the shockwave to build, right? So if you guys came off a really good fucking run, P&L wise, in the pump out of the trenches, remember your biggest losses can come behind some shit like that. Multiple people saying you had your best weeks. The psychology of a person coming out of that is not like the guy who went into it. So you will tend to be ready to play with a greater level of confidence in a far less trendy structure, which is your shockwave. So the chances for a much less trendy market, what we're seeing, a corrective structure here that can fuck you up and take a bunch of the profits back from you, is unfolding in front of us. So just let it breathe and let it structure out a second and let us see like if it, how big a shockwave we're about to get. And then you don't have to be in a rush. If you manage to pump through the fucking top, you're safer fucking defining risk above the fucking high and seeing him sustain that shit on like a very strong parabolic than fucking like trying to find a turn before he gives you time to realize what scale we're dealing with. Because again, the fucking counterparty in this is fucking CBC again. Crypto Man ran and fucking Kramer flipping right now today on the same day. They have market reach. So there's at least some fucking measure of difference to the population's perception and popping up right on these key levels that we know are psychological. That takes all the fun out of having drank through the whole show. It really does. It like kills my fucking buzz, bro. Anyways, I want to reserve that stuff for the mornings. The evening's supposed to just be fun.
Go back to the artifact Nike thing, where we said let's see how their bot prevention goes.
I don't think from what I've seen guys say that like are familiar. I haven't seen any. It doesn't look like they're taking any steps to actually protect us from any of that. They want it to be fucking as vicious as possible and go for as crazy prices in the secondary market. Because remember, their business model is a secondary market. It's not the mint.
Right.
You guys don't realize that. The FOMO they have to keep at a frothy level between the owners of Artifact. That is your first round market making, right? We are the liquidity base before it goes to a secondary beyond us, right? We have a market base between us, and then we ultimately want people who are not inside Artifact now to buy a crypto kick with an Evo 2, Evo 1 combo vial DNA of alien and reptile, some crazy shit we've never seen, for like $7,500, and Nike and Murakami take a $750 rip on that and sell like 3 equivalent shoes in a store. That's the actual business model. And how many other times that thing can transact digitally before it gets forged, that's just the bonus, right? If that shoe can transact between us in the marketplace, some people in NFT spaces, without ever becoming real, and go back and forth before somebody forges it out and transact like 30 fucking times, somewhere between $4,000 and $7,000, it's fantastic. They'll do like $50 fucking $1,000 in fucking fees and then forge it out one more fucking time and it's on the marketplace. That's the product. That's what they need. So the 20,000 fucking clone owners, which are really 9,000 of us, are the storefront in this collectible, almost like a cascading collectible fractal, like their airdrop system works. It creates this fucking funnel, right? This like elite group that are holding on to a very scarce asset with super wide market reach. So they have a method to this. It's a very smart business model. With Nike being having the reach it has to basically aim millions of people at 9,000 holders of various products. It's insane. And if they can keep them digital long enough, just transact them at insane prices digitally without producing the product, it's the smartest business thing I've ever seen. You guys get the nuances of that? It's pretty sick, right?
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome way to run it.
So it's genius, right? Every product they have, right, within the clone community, there's enough demand among us for that fucking hoodie to go nuclear. Before somebody fucking has Apple AR a year and a half down the line and can see you walking down the street with angel wings and goes, what the fuck is that? So this is a genius product, bro. You're about to have all these AR-based products visible to the general public on the fucking street. I don't think anybody valued that part. That's the forward value fucking thing. That's gonna be crazy. When I'm walking down the street and a kid that's got like a Google Glass or whatever their version of AR is looks over, and I've got crypto kicks on, a fucking winged jacket, and a fucking clone face when I look back at him, he's gonna shit himself. There might be some niggas that have a car accident. They happen to see me driving down the street with clone wings in my fucking car too. But like that's the world they're going for, right? Like a merger of worlds, so that your assets in the metaverse are visible in AR in the outerverse. You talk about marketing. Can you imagine walking through Times fucking Square when a nigga sees me walk around looking like this shit with fucking wings off my back and shit?
Yes,
We can get mugged.
You look at some of these other guys out there that have like multiple arms on their asses and shit like that. Was it Alts Anonymous? Like these guys have some crazy ass clones, bro. No, is it Beb? Beb has like fucking wild clones, But yeah, some of these guys have some insane shit, bro. Wait till you go to Times Square and there's like fucking 50, 60 fucking clones walking around in full AR. You will literally fucking like just die laughing. That'd be the craziest shit you ever saw. Now talk about marketing though, right? All those for AR clones are gonna be rocking gear that people can purchase. You're walking mannequins in AR, bro. It's a genius product, and you get a benefit to sell it. That's fucking crazy. And I like all the products. They just look cool. How fucking cool is this clone, nigga? Look at my complexion, bruh. You can't even get a tan like this.
All this time.
You gotta love him. He's my colors, man. He's literally my brand colors. I love this clone. When I found it, I was like, he's not, he's simple. He's not much, just like me. But he's honestly ranked like terrible. He's ranked in like 19,200 mark. So he's just a basic ass bitch like me. I didn't buy him for that. I bought him because I genuinely liked him. Can't get those wings pickpocketed off the street. Blockchain security. Well, he says when you have the jacket, Benito said, I think when you have the jacket, there's an NFC chip in it. This is how that's going to work. But I think at some point you're going to be able to like walk around and all your assets will be reflected on you without having like the physical with the chip. You're going to get to a point where like you owning that jacket in your wallet and walking around, there will be a way for you to project that jacket because you own it. Like your space pod, you'll be able to outfit your character walk around today with your assets. That day's coming, trust me. That's gonna come from not just fucking CloNeX. You're gonna see people in Times Square that have ape faces on. You guys gotta have imagination. You can't see this stuff? I can see it like it's fucking now, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, Cactus Closet, it would be cool at an event. You imagine going to like a concert and there's just like hundreds of people, like thousands of people just all tripped out with all their different NFT shit.
Dude, there's gonna be geek level dating of where fucking the profiles are gonna be the chick clone and the dude clone. And there'll be two busted ass bitches underneath these clones. But they're gonna date just on the clone look. And then they're gonna find out they fucked up. But there's all kinds of fucking shit that goes down with this, bro. Trust me.
Burger says white dudes wearing ape faces.
Yeah, it's pretty cringy. I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole ape thing is cringy. But at the end of the day, after you saw that demonstration of the 4,500 players, bro, they're so fucking well funded. That shit's gonna survive. Those guys that's top of the food chain shit right there. There's nobody with something like that right now.
Are you watching the chat right now?
No, what? What? What's happening? Gonna hiring clones out for fancy dress. The boy clone and the girl clone are both boy IRL. Oh, jeez. But yeah. That's gonna, dude. Trust me. You're gonna go to a bar and some nerds are gonna keep the glasses on and talk to the chick at the bar and her fucking like female fucking NFT, and then they're gonna walk out front and take that shit off like, goddamn.
And it's Bob
Like,
from accounting.
It's Bob from accounting. Too real. So we're at 100. I'm about to say 115 minutes. Wow, now I am drunk. We're at an hour and 15, so I think we're called a wrap. But that shit was good. I thought it was chill. Some things to think about going forward, right? Like, you know, like I said, like I think the ETH price in the blue chip NFTs lows is set, but you do have dollar risk out there, and if nothing else, throwback risk towards like lower lows. If not lower lows, back towards where we came from, to that troll party shockwave. You know, if anyone's real late buying into boats and coke. So, you know, to play another leg of this, you know, just be patient. If you guys are playing on the resolutions where you're playing legs up to here. Are they gonna announce clones don't have genders too? You never know the way the world's going. I'm sure there's got to be a non-binary clone, right? They're all about inclusivity, so they say anyways.
Ooh, good point.
Wow.
Old peeps can wear avatars of their younger selves, go back in time.
That's a crazy idea. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Because one thing I tell you guys,
solid.
40, 50, 60, 70-year-old people, when you talk to them, you guys see the older shell, but those people's minds is not what you think. You know, they're old. They're a younger mind trapped in an older body, and you don't know that till you get to those ages. But I've talked to a lot of old people. I've talked to fucking people on their deathbed, and you know, the exterior doesn't really affect what's inside the head. I think if they could project the way that they still, you know, remember themselves, that would be a hell of a thing. You know, I could picture like Victoria's grandparents sitting around with like their fucking like 33-year-old selves on their fucking faces. They'd just die laughing if they could do that shit. Be some cool shit. I'm gonna assume she's not on the call anymore. So Chojo mom's like fucking all about it. You know, it's just crazy. That's a cool ass idea. Like, and there'd be all kinds of like, think about marketing products like this to people. Nobody's even thought. I didn't think of that. That's just a whole new fucking, you know, product you could market. You know, how'd you like us to digitize your fucking pictures from like, you know, that you have from the 1960s and fucking give you guys a fucking AR version you're supposed to hang out with? If it's easy to see, they'd be all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Dr. D, pretty sure I'm still 12 years old myself. Yeah, I could see that.
Yo, it would be kind of funny though, those like old pictures from the 80s where the color balance is off and they're kind of grainy, and that's how you're walking around. That shit would be funny. That'd be dope.
Fucking like actual vintage fucking avatars. That's an idea. Yeah. Oh man, take a high resolution thing like this and make it fucking 70s vintage. That's fucked up. I don't even know how I deal with that. I don't know if I want. I don't want to see that. It's like fucking oxymoronic, isn't it? That's what everybody did with fucking like iPhones. We have a super high resolution camera. Now let's make it look like it takes pictures from fucking shitty cameras from the 1970s. Why do people always fucking think vintage? What makes vintage better? Fake vintage? Let's fake things looking old. What the fuck is that, really? Buy new shit to make it look old? You're just too bored.
That nostalgia factor.
Pretty crazy. So, hit the like button, motherfuckers. And all you motherfuckers who watch it overnight, don't be scared if you liked it. You can throw a tip just seeing if I ain't live. I'll still see it. Yeah, we know.
Oh, ours of all, dude, this one, chicks won't have to physically put on makeup no more. They use AR filters like they do now on IG.
Whew. Lost it. Damn it, Parzival, you got me. That's scary. You imagine fucking Gen Z fucking find a way to take less care of themselves than they do now?
Yo.
Bro, that would be dramatic.
They got like almost no standards left out there in that culture. Like, bro, like not even fucking like the basics of maintenance of the chicks, bro.
We talked about this, and Kev said that Gen Z is the fractal of the hippies because the hippies never took care of themselves and didn't do anything.
Yeah, no showers,
Yeah.
no grooming, no nothing.
Gen Z was the. So if you think about it, like chart-wise, right? I'll show you something. You think about this, how funny this is. Last thing we'll do chart-wise, SPX. So you look at these like zones that we've drawn up clearly some point ago. Let's go to monthly. All right, where do your hippies exist? Your hippies, happen pretty much in the whole.
The 60s.
In the
late 60s.
Late 60s into the 70s, right? Going to Vietnam from like here, right? When the market goes dead after the major wave up from the World War II, your market goes into a shockwave and goes dead sideways, and you get these non-productive fucking idiot, fucking degenerate pieces of shit that don't maintain themselves, that are like nothing in society. Enter the next shockwave that's like it here, and this is Gen Z shockwave. You get exactly a fractal version of the behavior of that same culture. Just this complacent, do nothing, non-productive, complaining, whining, fucking like liberal, fucking stupid piece of shit. Isn't it crazy? It's like literally where they're born in the chart, right? They're like the nothing generation. It's pretty wild.
Fucking wild, yeah. That's wild.
That's crazy to say.
Sorry, Vicky.
It's okay.
No, it's not. We never want somebody to say, "You're born in that." No, hell no, I'm not.
Well, obviously I don't like it, but what these are just the facts.
Facts.
Same.
All right, bitches. Well, this has been CloNeX After Dark. Hope you motherfuckers learned some shit tonight.
No doubt.
Heck yes.
Don't trust motherfuckers just because they're in authority positions on TV. They might be lying to you. You might not know exactly to what degree, but that's why we keep receipts. Stay safe, motherfuckers. Till next time.
Later, y'all.
Peace
Later.
out. That was good. That was fun.
Yeah, that was
now I'm fucking
That was
wrecked.
dope.
I'm actually wrecked.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome